Question number 6, Claudia Beamish.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. To ask the First Minister what the Scottish Government's response is to the UK Climate Committee's Reducing Emissions in Scotland 2016 Progress Report.
First Minister.
Well, we welcome this new progress report from the Committee on Climate Change. Rosanna Cunningham and I were delighted to meet with Lord Debon, the chair of the committee, shortly after its launch on Tuesday. In the report, the committee recognises that Scotland continues to lead the UK in reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and it highlighted the excellent progress we've made to date, including having exceeded the level of our 2020 target 6 years early. We are considering the committee's report and we will respond in due course. Our new climate change plan, which will be published in draft this winter, will set out our priorities and commitments for delivering emissions reductions under the 2009 Act, and of course we'll also work with the committee to prepare a new climate change bill with proposals to be outlined in early 2017.
Claudia Beamish.
I thank the First Minister for that answer. As she will know, many of the technologies needed as we shift towards a low-carbon future are in their infancy or indeed don't yet exist. What assessment has the Scottish Government done of the state of research funding and commercialisation of support for new technologies in the heaviest greenhouse gas emitting sectors, transport, energy, housing and agriculture, and the synergies between these? And what reassurances can she give today to the Chamber that essential research funding will be available from her government?
First Minister.
Well, Rosanna Cunningham, the Cabinet Secretary for the Environment, has just met research providers. We undertake assessments across all of these areas. I'll ask Rosanna Cunningham to write to the member with more detail about the state of assessment in terms of the new technologies and the research that we require to do. The member makes 2 points that I think merit underlining. First is the importance of new and emerging technologies. And Monday of this week I was up in Nigg launching the first phase of the Maygen tidal stream power project, a project that when it is fully installed will have the capacity to power the equivalent of almost 200,000 homes across Scotland. Now I mention that today because of course the UK Government has just given the go-ahead to Hinkley Point, a decision that I think is wrong. But the point I'm making is that right now the UK Government continues to dither on a contract for difference that would allow Maygen to move into its second phase. I hope they take a decision on that and that it's a positive decision very quickly. The second point, very briefly, that the member makes, which I think should be underlined, is the importance of us now upping our action in areas like transport, housing and agriculture. I think everybody, even our critics, would accept that we have seen considerable success. There's still work to do when it comes to electricity generation in terms of reducing emissions, but we must now go into areas which will be much harder, agriculture, transport, the energy sector more generally. But if we are serious, as we are, about not just meeting and continuing to meet our current targets, but meeting the more ambitious targets we intend to set in the new Act, that's what we need to do. And I hope that when we do put forward the proposals to achieve that, we will have support from right across the Chamber.